Hello, my name is Jim Mullany. Today is September 11th, 2023. I hope everyone had a nice summer. Today I'm doing a video source inspection on a refurbished 270F as in Frank spin rinse dryer. This goes on our YouTube channel for the customer to review, so we do not give out their name on the video, but their PO is P2301894. This was for a 270F refurbishment, and they upgraded it with one of the Slick Device F controllers. This customer has done a few systems with us, and traditionally every refurb we do, they upgrade to this Slick Device controller. One thing that I want to show you before I start it, because this is the first time the customer is going to get our newest updated software, and there's an option screen that they'll need to know, because when our system is finished in final test, the system gets reset, and the default factors are anti-static on. This customer does not use anti-static, so they'd be getting an error. So when they get the tool from the main screen, they have to go to menu. 4 zeros is default till they change the password, and then it's called process settings. This is a new an upgrade in the software. Now we actually have on the dry cycles, you can either turn on or off the bowl heater, the N2 heat, the bowl heater, and or the anti-static. As you can see, we have the anti-static says no right now. When they receive it, everything's a yes. So they'll need to go in and just click on the yes, and it changes it to no. Once they do that, they can go ahead and go back to the main menu. Also, the new software has dual rinses. Some customers across the world, and a lot in the United States, asked about having a second rinse. So the new software has dual rinse, plus it has the control of what you just saw during the dry 1 and dry 2. You can turn on or off certain heat. That was specifically for customers that heat affects their substrates, and they don't want the heat on during the dry cycles. They just want centrifugal force. Okay, so what I'll go ahead and do is start the process, and I'll talk about our rebuild setup here, because it's kind of boring watching this. I have a typical process, kind of a quick one. 30-second rinse, 10-second purge, I'll describe after. Well, the second rinse is 0, we're not using that. A 10-second purge, a dry 1, and a dry 2. And then we'll review those as we go into it. The customer already came with an EMO. This is going internationally, so it's shipping out of the United States. It already came in with an EMO with part of the system. So you load your substrates and simply begin. Okay. This is a very heavy load. The customer does what we would say in semiconductor non-traditional substrates, more sensors versus out of silicon metal parts. So what we're doing is going through the rinse cycle. Everything green is good. You can see what's going on. Once we finish the rinse, you'll go into a short purge, which blows the water out of the N2 DI manifold. Then you'll go into dry 1, which is a higher RPM, and you use the centrifugal force to dry. Help dry the wafers. Then you go into dry 2, which was the elongated dry, and you can then go into heated N2, heated bowl, and so forth. And you saw how those can be turned on. Okay, we just went into the purge, like 1800. We're almost there. There we go. We're in dry 1, 1800. Running very smooth. These substrates, this cassette's heavy. It probably weighs over 20 pounds, 25 pounds, thereabouts. So let me talk about our refurbishment program. This customer understands it, so then they've already received a bunch of our tools, but for the video I'll review it. When the system comes in, the first thing we do is do an evaluation of it. We power it up, we will take the poly off, make sure nothing's broken or damaged during shipment. We go ahead and power it up and see if it actually runs. That way we can figure out what parts are for sure defective as part of the rebuild process. We then tear the whole system down to the bowl by itself and the bottom frame. We do in-house processing of the bowl, and the bowls get sent out for re-electropolish. We actually EP a lot of the metal parts. Then we start the rebuild process. I won't go into detail because any customer that's received our quotes that has the detailed rebuild process, but every component or every part is rebuilt and or replaced. There was a whole list of what was automatically replaced. And then anything that's defective that's outside of the scope, we go ahead and replace also. Once the system is built up in dry test, there's no poly, the controllers that sit next to it. It goes through a QC. If it passes QC by one of our other technicians, the system's brought into final test kind of like this. This is a system that's just coming in. It's a customer's tool. We go through, we hook it up to the DI system. We make sure there's no leaks of the water, all the valves are tight, all the fittings are good. We do, once we fill it past the internal acceptance, we have another QC. After 50 process runs, it's put into its configuration. In this case, it would be the poly's put on. It's all buttoned up. We look for any defective areas and so forth. Then we go through another 50 process runs, and then it's given to sales. One thing I did forget to say is on the back we have a serial plate. This rinser dryer number is SRD 01581. The remanufacturing date was September 2023. All righty. So now this is kind of boring. We have 180 and 190 seconds left, so a little over 3 minutes. I'll talk about our support. This model is called the F as in Frank model. We offer 100% spare parts. Every part in this tool we can give you brand new. A brand new slick device controller, brand new EMO, brand new motors, brand new heater blankets, brand new sensors, brand new anti-static if they bought that, rotor stop positioner, etc. So if you go to our website at sitekprocess.com, on the left-hand side you'll see a range of buttons. The first 3 are all rinser dryers. We sell the S model, the F model, and the traditional ST. Then we also have all the spare parts for all 3 of those in a row. We then also have parts for the semi-tool SST and SAT spray solvent and spray acid tools. Then you'll also see a tab that is for Vertec. Approximately 3 years ago, we purchased the Vertec product line. We are now the OEM. We offer Vertec refurbishments and complete spare parts for that whole SRD tool set. We've got about 2 minutes to go. So we believe right now we are the #1 world leader in non-OEM spare parts for all the semi-tool spin wrench dryers. We have distributors and we ship all over the world every day, basically. So we do quite a lot. Rounding out our wet processing, we do we're acting as the OEM for the HTC box washers. There's actually one being refurbished right now. If you go on our website, those are worldwide in fabs. We offer all the spare parts for that. And we also do quite a lot of the mask and wafer scrubbers. I see in final test behind me, there's a mask scrubber right there that's going to be going into wet test pretty soon. Okay, about a minute and a half. A couple of product lines we sell, photolithography. We do photoresist pumps. That would be Millipore IDI Cyborg. We do vapor prime ovens, the YES traditional ones. We do pump repairs for customers, complete setups. We do controllers, pumps. We do full full testing here, and we have a dedicated pump repair area for customers. And then we also do some metrology tools. We do the KLA, nanometrics, 10-core, which is KLA. We do the Rudolph ellipsometers, the Gertner ellipsometers, nanometrics, etc. So we do quite a lot. All right, we have 60 seconds left. At the end of the 60 seconds, what will happen is the rotor will start to wind down. When it gets to approximately 70 RPM, the rotor stop positioner, or also known as the RSP, will fire. It's back here inside the system, and it'll actually make contact with the back cam assembly and bring it to what we call home position, which is 12 o'clock, straight up. Once that happens and we go down to 0 RPM, I'll hear see the door's locked. I'll hear the door release, and I'll be able to open up the system and pull out the substrates. About 25 seconds to go. I'll move to this side because I'm going to be opening the door from over here. Okay, we're winding down. There we go. I just heard the door release. Braking stopped. All right. This one actually has, so at the end of process, it'll tell you this was completed, successful process. It gives you all the parameters of the steps. If it was something happened, it would say unsuccessful. And to clear this, you can hit OK, hit clear, or just open the door. I'll just open the door. If you had an unsuccessful process, the alarm screen would be on, and it would be lit up in red, whatever the problem was for your maintenance team to come back and work on. So let me just take out the substrates. These are heavy. Okay, nice and warm, nice and hot. The rotor looks good. Everything looks good. So that will conclude this very short, quick video source inspection of a refurbished customer's system, which is a 270F spin rinse dryer, upgraded to the Slick device controller. I'll notify the customer to make sure they look at the video to see how the new anti-static module works so they can turn it off so they don't get an error when it arrives at their facility. If there's any questions, feel free to call us at 916-797-9000 or at any page on our website. You can go contact sales, click on that, put a couple things in there, some short information, and our sales department can get a hold of you. Again, my name is Jim Mullany. Today is September 11, 2023, and I hope everyone has had a nice summer. Thank you.